Hi, my name is Rachel Lindholm. I'm Richfield Sustainability Specialist, and today we're going to be talking about some things that are commonly put into recycling bins at home that really shouldn't be. And we're going to talk about where they should go instead and why they're kind of dangerous to put in curbside recycling. So the first thing we're going to start off with is large plastic items, right? And we know that most plastic is recyclable, but the reason why large items aren't is because they are hard to sort at materials recovery facilities, the MRFs. So the best thing to do with your large, bulky plastic items is to first reuse them or donate them. And second, if they're broken, then they just have to go in the trash, unfortunately. Our second common item is everyone's favorite, shredded paper. So the reason why, we all know paper is recyclable, right? But again, similar to the size, the bulky item being too large, shredded paper is too small. So when it goes to the materials recovery facility, it falls through all the cracks and it doesn't get sorted correctly with the sheets of paper that you recycle. So the important thing to do with shredded paper is to bring it to a shred event or bring it to a certified facility that will get rid of your shredded material. Sometimes banks offer this service, or there are local shredders that you can contact as well. One of the most dangerous things that ends up in curbside recycling and then at facilities are batteries. And so a lot of batteries can actually cause fires when they are exploded or come into contact with other materials. So the important thing to do with batteries is to know what kind of battery you have, if you can throw it away, because some are safe to throw it away, or where to bring them. A lot of times hazardous waste facilities like Hennepin County's facility in Bloomington will take batteries. But again, some can be thrown away. So check if you have double or triple A's that are not rechargeable. Those usually can be thrown away. Similarly to batteries, electronics, first of all, they have batteries, so that's an important thing. You don't want to put those in the recycling. But it's actually illegal to throw electronics in the trash in Minnesota. That's why we have take-back programs that are established at some retailers and also nonprofits in the area that take back cell phones and other appliances and things like that. So I'd encourage using Hennepin County's Choose to Reuse search engine and looking up whatever electronics or items you have and finding local nonprofits or, again, the county's facility in Bloomington to take back things like cell phones. If your cell phone is maybe, needs a little repair but not a ton, there are a lot of places around town that will also take those and refurbish them and either resell them or donate them. So another plastic bag item, there are a lot of different plastic bags, right? We have ones that we get when we go to stores, we have ones that come in chip boxes. Unfortunately, none of these can go into your curbside recycling. Some of them are of different kinds of plastic that are recyclable, like a ketchup bottle. So the thing for this kind of plastic bag is first reuse. This can be for if you have a dog or another pet, you can use that, the bag. Or it's for trash or things like that. Otherwise, these do go in the trash. Some stores have take-back options. If you go to a local grocery store, so you can bring your plastic bags back and recycle them there. It's a different kind of recycling. And that's the same with this. You can bring these kinds of plastic bags without the shredded paper in them to the grocery stores and recycle those. And a lot of programs were shut down for the pandemic, but they are starting to come back. So if you didn't see one when the last time you went to the grocery store, chances are it could be back now. So this next item we refer to in the recycling field as a Tangler. So these are Christmas lights, and a Tangler can be anything. It can be an extension cord, it can be a garden hose, literally anything that's long and can get tangled up. Tanglers are not good. They get caught in the equipment at the MRF and they'll jam it up, and it requires a lot of manual labor to go in and shut the equipment down to take the Tangler out, whatever it may be. This is very dangerous to the employees that work there as well. Same with plastic bags at a MRF. These two are the number 1 and 2 things that are the most dangerous at the actual facility. So we don't want recycling bagged in plastic bags, and we don't want people throwing away Tanglers. So sometimes with Christmas lights specifically, there are take-backs at local libraries and things like that. If they do work, you can donate them. If they don't work and aren't repairable, then they unfortunately do have to get thrown away as well. And lastly, this is obviously a metal frying pan. This is indicative of scrap metal or larger metal items. So we all know that we recycle cans, and that's important, but not all metal can be recycled. And so when you come into contact with larger metal items, just like with larger bulky plastic items, it's important to know what you're trying to get rid of and how it can be gotten rid of appropriately. So scrap metal can't go into the recycling. This goes also for things like propane tanks, which is also a explosion hazard as well. Anything that's big, bulky, and metal. It can't be sorted correctly. The metal that is sorted at facilities like cans goes through a special process and has magnets that attracts it. And this is too big and it won't get attracted the same way. So if you can donate it, that's always the first step. Otherwise, there are scrap opportunities, whether that's a local scrapper or a scrap business that you can drop off your materials at, and it will get recycled in its own way, just not in your bin. So with all of these items and keeping them out of the curbside recycling, it's important to do this. We have the term, it's called wish cycling, where you throw stuff into your bin because you think it can be recycled or you hope it can be recycled and you're trying to do the good thing, but it doesn't get recycled. And that makes it harder to have the recycling process function as it's supposed to, which in turn can make it more expensive to recycle. And so if you recycle correctly, your stuff is going to go to the right place and it makes it cheaper for the whole process. So if you have any more questions on recycling, Hennepin County has a lot of resources. The city website, Richfield City website, also has resources, or you can reach out to me directly. My name is Rachel Lindholm and my information is on the city website. Thank you.